Okay, here we go. Alright, so she does tap you. She's like, why is it so loud in here? Huh? Why is it so loud in here? You didn't hear that yelling? No. She's like, oh, okay, that's fine. She said, like, for real though, thanks for coming, for letting me come with you. So I guess it's gonna be boring. It's like trying. It was boring as hell. Just thanks for letting me. I always liked family.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'd probably rather not be here.
Well,
this is probably gonna be really boring to a bunch of family.
All right. At that point, it switches to Mr. Sean.
Okay.
All right. So you had seen this weird person running through. You do see them actually right when you finished talking to the security officer. You thought you saw a door close, and it was the employee-only door, and that was the last area you saw them running. So do you continue in that direction? Yeah. All right. Okay. As you go through, nobody seems to stop you. It's real busy. Now you have to. It's fairly straightforward. It's just a little hallway, but it looks like it's a back way. And as you notice, if you continue on, it's a bit of a shortcut. And you do see that there's a little map on the wall.
I go look at the map.
You go look at the map?
Well, here, let me investigate. I'm looking for him.
Let's just do a perception. Real quick. First.
Alright, we do that first.
What's composure?
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so
that's automatic success, right?
what is your what is yeah, it's a what is your with 10 and your wits composure? What is
that? 15.
15. So 3 successes, so you get 4 successes. If you roll a 10, I'm adding a +1 to your successes. All right. So 4 successes. So with that, you actually hear what sounds like almost like a little bit of wind, not much. And it's in front of you. If you're looking at the map, which right now I don't think you are, but if you are, it's to your left, down the hallway a bit. You do, and if you look down that direction, you do see the door shut, and above that it says interterminal train crossing, and you see on the map that it says you're in Terminal A, employee access. That's all I'll give you, unless you want to investigate the map again, take it with you, whatever.
I'll take it with me.
Okay.
But I'm going to. Is there anybody else in here?
No. Luckily.
Luckily.
Well, you're in an area that's not supposed to be.
So was that guy.
Huh?
So was that guy.
No, I know. I said this is lucky for you.
No,
like as far as like you get in trouble.
No,
there's nobody here.
No, I'm going to tell them why I'm in here because they're not doing their job.
Yeah, there's no employees. Okay. There's what looks like there is one room off to the side, but there's the.
I will ask Jeff to hurry up and open that real quick and see if he wants to.
All right. And what are you gonna do?
Fine.
And you pick up the map.
I'm picking up the map. Hey, Jeff, go look up in that room.
All right. So Jeff opens the door.
Anyone in there?
No, it looks like a closet, man.
All right, let's go.
All right. He opens the door.
No, I'll go first.
Okay.
It'd be different if I'm with these guys. Just my buddy. I know what he's capable of. I'm going first.
All right, so you go through the door. As you go through the door, it's basically, it's like you see, this is the employee area, so where they would like walk, like shortcuts and stuff. There's a little bit of side rails and stuff where they can like, there's some junction boxes and stuff that they would do maintenance and everything. There is a rail, but it's like, it's not this whole subway third rail type thing. There's just one little rail, and and then you see it goes down way that way, goes there way that way, but in front of you, you see that if you go forward, it says Terminal B.
Do I see him anywhere?
You think you see roll perception.
Perception or investigation? Just perception.
Just perception.
All right.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do.
I'm looking for him, but you want me to roll perception? I'll roll perception. Yeah. 2. No.
All right.
7.
So you don't see anything, but you don't. There's no one here, and there's one door in front of you. You do an investigation?
Four successes.
Okay.
Any trace of him having gone through here, a swinging door?
You do see what looks like you do see what looks like you do see the door looks like it's not shut all the way. Like it's stuck. The one in front of you.
Stuck.
Like it didn't shut all the way, like that one.
Oh, okay. So I open the door.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of effort, but yeah.
I open the door.
No, yeah. No, I mean you got it.
Okay.
And one second. You see as you look through, you hear ahead of you, but a little ways away.
Okay. I can't see him. Alright, well we continue.
Okay. And to that, it's too hot?
It's not mild. I think it's neat. Hey, hold on. I put carrots. And tomatillos in this one again.
Alright.
Do the cayenne.
Okay. So you got the girl's number. That was nice, right? And you just ordered some more drinks. So Pike's like,
alright.
Thanks, man. Oh, I needed that. Alright.
You're warrior.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have a fun night, man.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me one second.
She's an older woman that actually will have sex.
Yeah. Oh man, so what the fuck are you talking about earlier, man?
I mean, from what I thought I saw, again, there's this lanky, old man. Like,
to him, he's old. I'm old, not to you.
Kind of like stumble running.
Yeah, I have horrible
Okay. So you think he was trying to get on the flight? Man, hey, where's our fucking luggage, man?
How long has it been?
50 minutes.
Oh shit!
Let's
go check
15:50. Let's go. Yeah. All right, man. Move, man. Ooh. Okay. And get
This is Pike.
All right, so
This is red.
So y'all turn. Y'all go back towards the
Fucking luggage.
the terminal for people. All right. And you hear them as you walk up.
Didn't really sound like a party.
All right, and as you walk up, it's like Tom. Yes.
Now, I know you are busy, but where's our luggage? We've been waiting on it here for quite a minute. It's been back. How long has it been?
50 minutes. It's been 50
Yeah.
minutes.
Where's my shit?
I understand.
Non-man violence, but
I understand it's.
I need my stuff.
You're gonna get in trouble faster than me.
Yeah. It's like
I'm
the Pike's
criminal
like,
here.
dude, it's a woman, man. Calm down. It's like I understand. She's like, I understand. It's been a long time, especially when, and she kind of laughs when you've been drinking. But I'll see what happens. We've been having issues for some reason. It's technical issues. We'll try and see what's going on. Please just sit back down, and I will deal with it. Trust me. Tom. Sorry.
You're good, ma'am. I apologize for my outburst. It's how I tend to get when I have too much.
Scotch?
Yeah, that's that fancy shit, yeah.
You. Go on. I mean,
Hey,
I like
you
it.
seeing anyone, pretty lady?
I'm working right now, please. I have other. Please just sit down. Pike's like, come on, man. Let's sit down. She's got other things going on. We'll get our luggage. Thank you for your help. What's your name? Tom. Oh shit, she's busy again. Let's go.
Poor lady.
Yeah. Back to you. All right. All right. So at this point, yes, hold on a second. Was it? Holy shit. That was a 6. It looked like a 10. I thought it was 2. Alright, there's a lot of people. She kind of points. If you look,
Is this picking up at like the exact same time as what she just said?
what? Oh shit.
That's the last time she.
It's about 10 minutes later, I think. Let's say 5 minutes. Yeah. So you just unless you do this, all you see is she goes like this.
Well, I would just be back with my like this.
But you have your headphones on. Yeah.
So I wouldn't even start pointing at.
Yeah. So all right. So for you, not a lot's going on.
Yeah. I mean, unless she's telling me.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Roll just me. Ooh, no. Okay. Yeah. All right. About 5 minutes past. Nothing. She don't see nothing. You don't see nothing. Roll perception if you want. But unless you're, if you leave your eyes closed, you're not gonna see nothing. Unless if you open your eyes, you roll. Okay. All right. So, all right. Back to you. All right. So you're.
I mean, unless something loud comes louder than.
No, nothing like that. All right. You.
I'm following towards.
Yeah, you did hear footsteps, and it sounded like it was in front of you. You do hear people, but you did hear something that was a lot closer, running away from you.
Yeah, because I can hear it. I try to catch up.
Okay, yeah.
So you get that extra burst.
Okay, yeah. As you're running, you do, like I said, you are in the employee access area. So
That's okay. If they're coming, I'm like, hey, I'll tell them why.
yeah. At the moment, it looks surprisingly like you would expect there to be more people, but you're not seeing that many. You do think you hear talking behind the door as you're running. There is like one of those closets, but it does say like surveillance. You're like
Okay.
that was yeah.
Well, surveillance.
Yeah.
I'll stop.
All right,
Excuse me, sir.
it's a radio.
It's a radio.
Yeah.
I open the door.
It's locked.
Sir.
You hear a radio, but you don't hear anybody talk. That's what you hear is the radio talking.
Okay, so I keep going.
All right. All right. As you are running, let me see something actually. Oh, okay. As you go by a door.
Actually, I have larceny.
Yeah.
I have larceny. I'm going to use a credit card. I'm not going to use something else. Use a credit card to pop open the door. This is what?
No, I'm just saying you're not.
I have larceny. Is it larceny and what? Dex? Okay. This will be Dex.
You should have one success with that. Your dex is 4.
I was hoping for 2. 1 success.
All right. You
Please.
you hear a. It feels like it's in there, and you need to push it a little bit further.
Okay.
But you think if you do something like that again, that you can open it.
Okay.
So either pull it out or roll again.
Okay.
Just like Sean. He's kind of like one way or the other. Let's do this. Sean does.
Jeff.
What did I say?
Oh, I said Sean.
Oh,
Sean
okay.
doesn't pull out.
Yeah, I got 2 successes.
Okay, so it does manage to open.
Okay.
Roll one more success to make sure you didn't break it.
The door or my card?
Card.
I don't.
I'm thinking you breaking the door with a credit card.
I don't know what he's talking. I thought he was talking about breaking the lock. I'm like, what? How cheap is that shit?
No, your card.
Oh, I'm good. I rolled an 8.
All right, so your card doesn't break, but it's like definitely some lines and shit on it. You fucked it up.
Well, I didn't. Okay,
All right, so
I didn't use a credit card.
You can get
I
it
used
open.
like a library card.
You use someone else's credit card.
No,
Anyway,
no,
you open it.
that seems too high profile.
Do you open it?
I'm not that high profile. Yes, I open it.
Okay, as you open it, you see that there is a Subway wrapper on top of this desk. It does look like there's a few panels. Do you have any computers?
I don't remember if I did that. I did not.
Yeah, and I don't believe Jeff does either. Hold on. I didn't write it down, but I'm trying to see if he would.
Well, I mean, this is computer screen.
Oh, you actually made these characters for him?
Not really.
I'm treating her like garbage.
I did kind of put these in characters for y'all, yes. Yeah, I don't think he has very. Like, he's got one.
Well, I was gonna say, this is just a computer. Like, this is just monitor screen. They hire old people to do this.
Yeah. So anyway, what you do see that it does look like what? All right. So you see that there's one monitor that's lit up. There's 4 that appear to be kind of busy. They're not working. The monitor that's lit up is actually where y'all work. It looks like it's shining on. I mean, it looks like it's painting across in a different area where y'all were sitting, but it's close.
Okay.
So it looks like you got kind of at the intermission point where there's A and B surveillance. The radio, it's coming in. It's just. It sounds like almost like someone was listening to a game.
It's not a radio.
There, you thought it was. There's a radio. There's a radio there, but then It's up. I don't know if you can work it.
Hello?
What frequency is it on?
I don't know. I'm gonna do it on the same frequency it was.
You get.
Yeah.
You hear static.
Is there a phone in here too?
There is, but it's one of those. It has like certain numbers you can call.
Yeah, I don't have time. I'll ask Jeff. See if there's any numbers on there you can call of people who work here. And then I'm going to hello.
He sees front desk.
Yes. Jeff.
He calls the front
please
desk.
call front desk.
Calls front.
Put it on speaker if you can.
It can't. It's a normal phone.
Okay. Well, I'll get near him listening while I'm doing. Hello. Nothing. Hello.
Who the hell are you?
All right. Well, let me investigate and see if there's.
Oh, someone just made a home run.
You have contacted Golden Dragon Airplane
Let
Line.
me let me see if I can find a list of people, maybe frequencies. I failed.
All right.
Probably not one in here anyway.
All right. So he calls the front desk. Hello, front desk. United Airline. How can I help you?
So here, I'll just hand the radio.
United Airline, Delta, blah blah blah. Happy to.
I'll hand the radio to Jeff and say, just try every frequency and tell them what airport you're at.
Okay.
Hey, yes, I'm in the. I'm in your airport. There was a man in a hospital gown that went into an employee's area. I asked a security guard to help me. He refused. So to make sure he needed help, I followed him.
Is he okay?
I haven't seen him yet. I was on his trail. I passed by Terminal A employee area. I'm heading towards Terminal B. There was a surveillance room. I knocked on the door. It came open. There was nobody in there.
Sir, you're not supposed to be back there. Oh,
Yes, I understand, sir.
It's a woman.
I understand, ma'am. Every single video surveillance in this place is distorted, except for one. There is nobody in here.
At that point,
And I have
Jeff
not
says
seen a
that he's
single
not getting any
employee.
radio.
What?
At that point, Jeff said he's not getting any radio, and she says, "I'm calling security," and hangs up.
Please.
That comes through. All right. Jeff said that.
Does that come through the radio?
What? No. Jeff.
Security.
Jeff said that.
I understand that.
No,
but
Jeff said that the. Yeah, he says. Sorry. Yeah. He said that. All of a sudden, like it sounded like the radio's going out.
Like going out?
Like it's all of a sudden just that white noise. All right. It's not more like how you have that where you can kind of listen. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Well.
You can't see the front desk from the
I
monitor.
can't see the guy.
You're in the security room. Oh no, but because the only one that's showing is in Terminal A, and you're in Terminal B.
Okay, well, I've probably been in here a little while. I'll continue heading the way I was.
All right. Give you a little bit more before I switch to them.
Is there anything else in this room besides Subway?
Yeah, it's an empty Subway thing. Someone ate it and someone left their bag here. And there's lockers, but they're locked. It looks like normal, you would say the
told
word.
Jeff, I'm like, there's something weird going on.
I
It's
agree.
not just me, right?
It's kind of weird, man.
I know I can be a little,
Paranoid.
yeah.
Speaking
Of
of,
course, it comes with the job, but let's go. I'll tell them the truth if they keep chasing me, if they're not doing their job.
I agree with you, man. I actually gonna leave a review, not a Yelp review. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. And so what do? You leave.
I
Go.
keep going towards the direction that we were originally going.
Okay. It's been you were in that room for at least 2 minutes. So you moving?
Yeah, well, we've rested a little bit, so we
Book it.
book it. So we do double time.
Okay. Jeff kind of you can keep up, I think.
Well, for now, we'll do double time. We'll do
Nice.
we'll do double time for a little bit, and then of course Jeff will have to slow down.
All right. At this point,
when Jeff slows down, I'll slow down with him. And
he's
do
fine.
Normal run.
At this point, you don't see any evidence. I'll kind of do this out unless there's something specific you want to see. Y'all look through a couple rooms as y'all go. Nothing. You do see though as you go through what looks like it's instead of the interterminal area, it looks like it's a staircase going down to C. It's actually there's a fork. You see area that says C, and then you see an area saying going to terminal D, and you see a little bit down that way you see blood.
Okay. I'll head towards that.
All right.
Well, I am looking for employees too, so maybe this would explain it.
Okay. As you run up towards D, you see it what looks like it's a bloody footprint. And looks like there's one of those big exterior doors. Again, looks like it says interterminal train. And you look like what you see is let's do a quick perception. You don't really need it, but just say do it just because.
I don't need it right now. I'm just saying I will. What's the matter? That's not me. How would you do that here?
It's just wits composure.
I totally forgot what it was besides composure. Alright, one success.
Okay. You can plainly see this guy in a hospital gown is trying to open this door.
On the opposite side?
Yeah, he's trying to get into Terminal D.
Oh, and
You're right at the door to get to go down into the railway, and he's at the door to go into Terminal D. That's right across from you. He does manage to open it while you're standing there watching him. Okay. But it looks like it's stuck again. But he's like didn't open it as easy as you did.
What does he look like?
He do a quick investigation.
Because I seen him before.
Shoot out some kung fu.
But you're giving yourself kung fu. Cool. Hey, I'm not saying anything.
What you had merit dots to blaze?
Yeah, I only had 3.
Yeah,
I only
he didn't
two
have
left.
them all. Okay.
Okay, so you got
4 success.
all right. So you can see, looks frail, like he's pretty weak, feverish, like he may have he's sweating a little bit. It's like it looks like he's stained, like he's been running for a long time, and looks scared, like really scared. And he opens the door, and he's with like kind of like that panic look. He looks around and then runs through, and then takes an immediate right down the hallway.
Okay, well, we keep going.
Okay. If you haul ass, you can get to it before the door closes.
Okay.
All right. As you go through there and take a right, I'm gonna switch. You do see him turn the corner, and it says maintenance.
I don't want to say anything bad about y'all, but mine is so much more exciting.
All right. I believe it's your turn next. We haven't done it this way. All right, you. So you went and sat back down. All right. Do a quick perception check as y'all sit down. Your buddy's not so observant, unfortunately.
Okay, so that's what's that?
It looks like she's the observant one.
So what do I add together?
Jeff is. Wits composure. That's
4. So
yeah.
plus 6. That's a 10.
All right, cool. You got a success. All right, you remember how you had seen? Okay, you see people milling around and stuff, right?
Predators.
So anyway, all right. As you look around, you're in your drunken haze. You see some. You're like, oh, man, there's people running around and stuff, and you see, as you're looking around, you're laughing and stuff, and you first, you see, you remember earlier, stop running, saw a security guard. Kind of chuckle. Then you see him get knocked out. And there's and all of a sudden, as you see that, you see there's a few people dressed up in tactical gear. Like, legit.
Wait, what?
Pike.
And that was he went down like a bag of rocks.
Oh shit. Okay.
And he was a pretty big dude, but he didn't see him coming, but still. And Pike's just like looking around, like he's just looking down, What do you say?
Hey, Pike.
Something.
See
Something.
that?
See what?
Over there. What's that?
He looks and he's like,
Dude,
I know I've had.
It's like basically I'm drunk. I need you to prove that this has happened.
so okay, so you. What'd you say? Sorry, Justin cut in.
Tell me I'm not crazy. You see that, right?
Okay, so he points and he sees those like 4 or 5 guys over there. As he looks around, he points over there. You see at least 10, 15 other dudes over there.
Holy shit!
And you see one of them pull out a gun. What do you do?
Where's he pointing it at?
Right now, he just pulled it, and it's in his hand, and it's like a tack.
Okay.
It looks spec ops.
With where they are sitting at?
Right now, the one that are security guards, since y'all sat back down, they're about 20 feet away. The ones over there are about 30 feet away, but they're converging. They're getting close. That's a lot of people. What do you do?
Converging exactly where?
Towards where everyone's sitting.
So where I'm at?
And that's not your actual question. This should be But OOCly, that's what they're doing.
And out of character at the moment, I don't have anything on me, right? And there's probably like no tables or anything.
You don't have anything because you don't have any luggage.
There's probably nothing used for coverage either.
You're near chairs.
That's it.
Now there's the bars and.
I was just asking a question. I'm not exactly the most legal person in the world, do I?
Yeah, you just went through an airport, dude. You know, if you keep thinking about that. There's the bar, there's the restaurants and stuff, but there's a lot of them.
Can I try to get up and get Pike to follow me? But I was doing so quietly, not to alert their attention, as I'm going towards the bar, tapping everyone that's near me and trying to point in that direction with what's going on so I can have a chance to get up and get away. Can I roll for that?
Sure.
What am I going to be rolling for? Like, I guess the wits and composure?
For that, just do do stealth. So
Stealth?
no one do dex stealth. Dexterity is right here,
So
and your
one,
stealth is
one.
okay. Good, you actually have some. All right. For this, because there's a lot of people, just don't roll a one. Okay, now that you got a success. Actually, two. You have.
That's my second one now.
So what is that? 9,
That's 11.
11. So it goes 8 is 1 success, then 11 is 2, 14 is 3, 17 is 4, 20 is 5, and then so on. So you got 2 successes, which is good. So that means you were able to do and what do you say to them?
In a calm, quiet voice, I'm sitting there trying to.
Oh, here, quick, do a stamina check. You're drunk.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so where's my stamina? So just 3. What am I trying to go for?
No, just roll straight stamina. Good, you got 1 success. So that means you're
Calm and composed.
you all of a sudden because you're adrenaline,
Mhm.
you're focusing. You're not like swimming. You just drank a lot, so you're not swaying. You're actually like doing the whole.
Yeah, the adrenaline's starting to eat.
You're doing the whole
Trying to bob and weave and trying to get.
You're doing the whole walking on the balls of your feet, so you're not making noise.
All right.
You're clear.
Oh. What? Jordan still is here.
I didn't know. I'm trying to save room here for a lot of stuff. All right. So anyway, what are you saying to him? Your stealth is successful.
I'm just trying to calmly alert everyone that there's a bunch of people coming in with guns towards our direction. As I'm just pointing to them, saying basically, get out. And I'm trying to make my way to the bar with my buddy.
What do you actually
Behind
say?
me.
Just for our RP sake, roleplay sake.
Okay.
What do you say?
What
You don't
is-
have to say a lot.
You can be like, I don't know what's going on, but this doesn't look good.
I don't know what's going on, but y'all need to get out of here. Go on, look right there. Here they come.
Actually, give me a second. Now,
That's okay. I'm heading towards me. I can get it up.
So I was trying to figure out if I should have a weapon or not. I didn't want to just go up and cause a problem and get shot.
Like a stool or something.
I have to wait till they get behind a certain point and start breaking some necks.
Just know that unless you have the improvised weaponry thing, merit.
I've got the craft sense. Crafter sense.
No. Improvised weaponry is a fighting style merit, and with it, like whenever you make something like that, it ends up like making it better.
Think Jackie Chan. He can use any item in his environment as a weapon.
Like makes it to where like they last longer.
No more durable.
Yeah, like for
They do more
example,
damage.
someone goes
Like if you broke a leg off of a chair, off of a wooden chair, and hit someone with it, like you probably get 2 hits before it breaks. Whereas if you had that, it would last you like the whole fight.
and also like for example, you could have like a stop sign, but you could also like freaking bang it and maybe turn it into a axe. Just hold it together, where it can cause like a little bit more damage. Or you can have
Okay,
two
so you
blades.
said what now?
You need me to get it back in the role-playing voice?
No, you don't have to. Not right now.
No, it's in the role-playing voice earlier. I was telling them that you know, you need to go ahead and get out of here. Something bad's about to happen. I was pointing at them.
Okay. Let me just do a quick roll for the people. Just make sure they don't freak out. Okay, that's fine. No one rolled a 1, so shouldn't be super loud. They see it. They see a bunch of people. They are definitely freaked out. As you, where are you going?
Me and Pike were heading towards behind the bar.
Behind the bar. Okay. Do a quick perception.
So 6 plus 4.
All right. That's 1 success. Okay. As you look around, you see the guy that had his gun starts to go to hold it up in the air. And also, as you look around, you see that at the moment, you see a security guard that is actually has not been seen yet. He's sitting down, like near a plant or something. He's trying to nap. And then you also see, as you look around, actually do a wit survival real quick.
What's in survival?
Yeah.
So the 3 I have here plus the 2. What is that? So I got 9.
Yeah.
So 9 plus 5.
Oh, okay, so 3 successes. So you also see a few ways of escape.
Okay.
There is, you kind of saw something the way he ran. You do see that there was a path that way. You kind of remember from earlier. There was a door down there. But you also see that's a lot closer is what looks like kind of like a little. It's like a door. It's kind of obvious. It's a little kind of out in the open, but it's the closest one, and it says stairs. But as you've seen, nobody came from there. Like the people you've seen, they didn't come from that direction. And there is a map, like right next to that door. And then there's the way they came. Now you didn't see where the guys came from that hit the guy, but the big group, they came from way down there, and you can't see.
I'd really go to the closer one for now.
Okay, but I'm just saying at that point, if you're behind the bar, you do know that that's out in the open. Just saying for now. Okay. I'm just right now, I gave you a chance to see your surroundings.
Okay.
I gave you clarity. You rolled. You're good with the drunkenness. You rolled good on the stealth. You did the perception, whatever. You thought it to hide behind the bar. Yeah, so I gave you a wit survival roll. Alright. At that point, everybody, sit down! And people start freaking out. And it's at that point. 1 second. Don't worry about it. By the way, these guys look like this. So this is why I said this is. They went down hard.
I didn't want to attract attention if they look like that.
Exactly.
If
Sorry,
don't
I meant to
have
do
any
that
weapons.
earlier, but there was a lot going on.
I didn't have any weapons. So.
Yeah. Also, 1 second. After that, boom, boom, boom. The slideshow. All right. You hear? Now, everyone. Thank you for acquiescing to my men's commands. As you were, sit down. Now, a bunch of people go sit down. And surprisingly, it's that whole, if you've never seen it, OOC, that thing is moving like the guys on Watchmen, where that it's moving. Like that whole, that is a ink blot, a Rorschach ink blot. It's moving around. All right, 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, it is. He goes, and at that point, I'm gonna switch to you in a second, Richard. Actually, yeah, he goes, no, I'd like it, and that's when you start seeing more people that were milling about, sitting down. Like everyone to remain in their seats. This will not be messy. I have a job to do. We have a job to do. Would hate there to be interference. And then it switches to you. You're just chilling. I mean, you have been chilling for a while. Another 5 minutes goes by. All of a sudden, you start hearing screaming. You hear a gunshot, even over whatever, even over what you were listening to. Maya's shaking you.
If only you know, it's actually looking at people getting shot.
No, if you were, you wouldn't hear shit.
Oh my god, that's weird.
If you were watching a video where someone was getting shot, you may not hear the gunshot, but Maya's gonna shake you. She's like, Maya shakes you.
Yeah.
And she starts pointing. And there's a bunch of people with guns, looking like you saw the image. I don't have to show you. People in tactical gear. There's like 20 of them at least. More people are coming in, and he's talking. If y'all remain quiet, I suppose do another one. Thank you. I suppose police will be on their way. In the meantime, let's play the quiet game. Then he goes, oops. Yeah. He goes, Group A, sweep. B, yes sir, sweep. C,
It's on the radio. Yes, sir. Sweep. D. Yes, sir. Sweep. E. Yes, sir. Sweep. I'm not here to hurt anybody. What?
That's what I was waiting for him to say. I was going to interrupt him. I don't know. I was going to be like, let me get it, sweet. But he didn't go there. So. You stopped at literally the right time I was just getting ready.
Goes, this is your standard hostage negotiation, blah, blah, blah. Y'all seen the movies. Let's just deal with it, get it over with. Yeah, one second. Alright. Then he kind of turns his head, and you're hearing this too, Bum. Royce. Sir. Find them. And he kind of, this, not necessarily taller, but bulkier guy, kind of looks dressed like the others, but he was mentioned by name, and
Kind of like a thug.
looks like a thug, just like the others do. And he kind of motions, and several. No, they look like this. He motions, and several line up. The ones that are lining up, half of them come down with. Oh, by the way, sorry. Actually, do perception checks, both of you.
Okay.
Real quick.
Me?
Yes. Yeah, not me. I'm nowhere near y'all.
What is that, 6? Yeah. So 6 plus the 4?
Yeah, that's one success.
What's composure?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you got one? All right, you notice that it looks like they got a bunch of gear on. Like just they're looks like they're wearing like a bag. You notice that it is actually a backpack and a duffel bag slung over their shoulder. They reach as I'm still on you. As you see that the guys that they're walking down, several pull their guns. The other ones keep walking, reach into their backs, pull out what look like a bunch of zip ties. And also, as they walk, the other let's say 10 of them have zip ties. The other 10 have bags, and they start zip tying people's hands behind their back, and the other ones start gathering everyone's phones, and then, but that's it. That's all you can see. It says phone, and if they don't say they have a phone, they're searched. And the guy with the gun starts pointing their gun at him. Well, one of the guys with the gun starts pointing their gun at him, at least, maybe 2, 3, and zip tied right after that, and then so on. It gets to you.
I was about to say, if I see, let me make a perception check to see if I see them or hear them asking. One success.
All right, so you do hear them say phone.
Okay. If I'm still sitting down, are we still sitting down?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I?
She's kind of squirming, but yeah.
Just like reach down and just like kick up my shoe, not lift my foot out of my shoe, just like slide the phone under my foot and put my foot back down. Okay.
So what are you doing?
Huh?
What? Maya's like, what are you doing?
Nothing.
She's kind of. I don't want to die. Shh.
Not like a meat.
No, I know.
just
That's
wanted to be quiet.
She looks up. That didn't hurt her feelings. She's like visibly upset. It gets to y'all. She's first though. They're coming down this way. He's like phone. It's like, and then like hold on, actually. Then compulsively because she talks all the time. She's like, but it's my life. And then guy's like, and then the guy with the bag's like, but and then he hears the guy with the zip tie. Sorry. And then she's like, is that the only one?
Yeah, you gotta ask her on that.
No, it's because she plays Pokemon. She plays Pokemon Go. She's in a Pokemon. He's like, is that it? It's like, yes. It's like, okay. And then he walks to you. The guy zip ties her hands behind her back. She's like, surprisingly perky breasts. Like, because she doesn't wear that kind of stuff. Because she's like this. She's like, and the guy comes up to you and he's like, oh.
It broke 2 days ago.
Do you have common sense?
Huh?
It's just a question. Just because of what just happened. Sorry. Just so you know why I asked that.
If you had common sense,
Yeah. I'll tell you what I was
then you
doing.
would think to say that it broke.
No. Never mind. Anyway, so you said it broke?
Yeah, it broke 2 days ago. I haven't gotten any more. I'm not laughing in character. I'm laughing.
No, I know.
Looked at me.
And he goes, lift up your arms.
I go, here, search me.
He searches.
You want me to stand up?
No.
Check mine.
No, he
I like spread my legs.
yeah,
So you
he's
can grab all down
you
in
notice you're a big guy and he's moving you around pretty easily. He's like, what are you wearing on your top?
T-shirt.
Okay.
T-shirt and
He's
jeans.
like, all right. And then he's like,
Do you
okay.
feel like what you feel?
Seriously?
All right.
Hold
Hold on.
He might get hit with the button.
Okay, so that guy. Hold on. It's not amused. Okay. The guy with the zip tie does not see it coming. He would have stopped him. He elbows you in the face.
Okay.
And then he goes, zip tie him. Oh, by the way, you take hold on, let me
I have 4 defense.
yeah, I actually wrote down their stats. Hold on.
How do you figure out your armor and defense?
Your defense is the lower of your wits or dexterity.
Lower, yeah.
But I have a thing that lets me add my athletics to my defense.
So if I have what's an imposable too? So basically
No wits or dexterity.
So is it a 1 then?
Is your dexterity 1? Yeah.
Let's see.
Athletics dodge.
All right. Question. Your hands are still up. No, this was before. 'Cause
Well, I mean,
you were saying it.
if he hit me in my face, I'm gonna put my hand on my face.
Your initiative
Okay.
is
Well, I was gonna say that if you because if you have your hands up
dexterity plus
and
compulsion.
so I don't think if he's like right up on you, you would get.
Yeah, you have 4.
You have wits and dexterity 4.
Huh?
You said 4 defense.
No, I have 2 defense normally, but my athletics dodge lets me add my athletics to my defense.
That isn't a living down. It must have been a different one I read.
You are sitting down though.
Well, not from, but I don't know how that would work. You can have it work however you want.
Alright. Yeah, go beat it.
All right, so you take 2 bashing.
Okay, so are we doing it where you don't get your defense if you're setting down?
I'm doing it more like actually I'll do it this way. Roll real quick.
Make sure that.
Well, since he was taunting him, he might succeed.
That's what I'm rolling for.
Oh yeah, right. Whenever you perform a dodge, you can add your athletics. Your
All right, so
2 defense.
The only reason I knew that is because I thought I read it.
roll a quick perception, real quick. See if you see this coming, and I'll give you your defense. So that way you don't like. Ooh.
Nope.
All right, so you took. Yeah. Yeah. So you took. Fortunately, he actually didn't hit you with a gun. He only elbowed you. So you took 2 bashing. And then the guy, which honestly, just someone elbows you in the face. Normally you would bleed, but it's wad roll, so for some reason it's just a bruise. So you take 2 bashing, and
If you would have critted, it would have been blood.
Yeah, he didn't roll a 10. So anyway, the guy, well. Right now, I'm doing crits as extra success. So you, the next guy comes up and tells you, arms behind your back. He's gonna zip time. And he grabs your hands and puts them behind your back. And, all right. And then it goes on. And then they start going on more and more. The rest of the people. 1 second. Wait.
Exactly. I was joking. I have no idea what you are going through. The security at this.
Okay. You see that
They just hit it.
the,
Young man.
yeah, he actually just got elbowed in the face.
Oh.
Took 2 bashing damage. Bashing is stuff that's not with like cut or anything like that. Yeah, he literally got elbowed in the face.
So,
Um,
off topic on the game real quick. With that, if that happens, would I go ahead and knock it down by 2 if that were to ever happen?
it's
You have 3 health tracks.
yeah, it goes
Bashing, lethal, and aggravated.
yeah. It goes. This is bashing. This is bashing. This is lethal.
Star.
And that's aggravated. So if all your health tracks fill up with aggravated damage, you're dead.
No, well, yeah, but if all your health tracks are full of lethal, you
can
have
pass
to
out.
roll,
Yeah.
stamina checks.
We'll get to that.
Knock it out.
Also, as a human, if you start taking lethal damage, you also bleed. So you can take
Good thing I didn't do that.
bleeding damage
If you get full of action and you take more action, it turns
into lethal. Yeah. So if someone starts fighting you and you fill up with health, fill up your health dots with bashing, the next like 1 or 2 bashing will turn into lethal. So anyway, all right. So you see that a bunch of that guy started talking. He told this guy to start, to motion him to do something, and then all of a sudden they're taking people's phones and they're tying hands behind the back, and some dude just got elbowed in the fucking face. It kind of looked familiar. And yeah, but take a roll real quick.
Nice.
All right, that's
Oh,
a
that's good.
that's good. That's a critical. Okay,
That's 10.
Oh, I thought it was
so perception. That was a perception check. So your witch composure is 4, right?
yes.
All right, so you
Or
roll a
composure,
10.
Weight and composure together is 4.
Yeah. So you rolled a 10. So that is 3 successes. But because you rolled a 10, I'm giving you an extra success. So you get 4 successes.
Okay.
So you notice as you look around and you see they're doing this, nobody is looking at that door.
The one that's in the open. Let me ask though, because of his striking looks and because of his presence, all that stuff combined together, it makes him more noticeable. And the stealth isn't that high.
True.
It would
That's when you
attract more
that's when
attention.
you enter a room, and that's true. When they see you, you stand out. But anyone would stand out if you're out in the open. That's not going to put any negatives on you. The negatives is you being drunk, but you already passed that. For now.
Him being big like that's not going to affect it.
Well,
He's not
you're
considered
not
giant, but
size
he's
6, yeah.
Okay.
You're fine. And I'm going to go back to you, Justin, in a second, but we're going to do this real quick.
So, let me go ahead and go back into character real quick.
Come on, man. This is...
I don't know. See that X earlier?
Yeah. Look. How about that? I trust you, but I mean, if we need to go, if you want to go, we need to go.
No, don't.
OC real quick. Is that kind of like all the options? Is those 2 doors? There's no other actions I can take?
Well, there's other stuff you can do. I'm just saying, there are
Because
people.
there's a lot of people. For me to try doing heroic acts, that's going to hurt bad. I'm going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah. Like.
Hey, they got guns. I don't have nothing. Yeah, I can break something, but that's.
I mean,
and I don't have a lot of dexterity.
I give you options for a reason.
The hell. I'll go ahead and I'll go and try to get to that door.
Okay.
The opening.
All right. Do a quick stealth check. Just make sure
Stealth
you
check?
don't roll a 1. It's dex stealth.
Just anything but 1?
Yeah, but it is noisy, so. Yeah, you're fine. All right.
Another
So
one.
you did really good. Make sure your buddy. Yeah, he's fine. He don't roll a 1. All right. So he's gonna follow your lead. Not just because he follows you all the time, but because all of a sudden you were just nimble as a motherfucker. All right. So you stand towards the staircase, and there is a map there, but it's again out in the open. So you're heading for the door.
I don't want to use a camera. That'll attract noise or attention.
No, I said map, not camera.
No, I guess if I use the phone to take a picture.
Oh, just. There's a. There's a door, and towards the door, there's a map. There might be other maps.
It's possible that you don't have noise, but I don't think you will take the noise off your phone. Not your character.
No.
His character. My character, yes.
Going back into character. I'm not going to talk much, but basically signaling him that to go ahead and keep going. I'm going to go and try to get him out.
That's an expression roll.
Expression roll?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what am I rolling?
Let's just say wits expression.
What's expression?
Expression's way down here.
Before I decide on that,
If
I don't have anything on there. Is that a negative?
Manipulation expression. Wait, what?
So
If
on
you don't have
expression,
any, it's -1. If you don't want to do that, just
manipulation is a 1. So what do I have to roll?
You would have to roll an 8.
or I'll give you this,
Okay.
or tell him to get it, and you go through your door. But he's looking a little more unsteady than you are. You kind of like.
I'm gonna risk it. I'll let him go. So I have to roll an 8.
Okay.
I guess because all I've got is 1 point.
That's actually a chance die. You have to roll a 10. Oh, Celia, that if you're on a chance die, it is very hard to do. You have to roll a 10.
No, you have to roll 10.
No, you have to roll a 10. I thought so too. Ivan told me you have to roll a 10.
I'm just gonna forget the
I
map.
don't know.
Like, there's probably more maps. I'm just gonna forget the map.
Any sense.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
forget the
disagreeing
map
with you. I'm just saying
Okay,
it doesn't
that's
make
what
any
he's
sense.
told me, man.
Well, you
He
can-
changed his rule once before, so I don't know. Anyway, so you go through the door, and Pike follows you. And you know what? Oh, and as y'all go through the door, Pike, as you go through. What do? Keep going.
Keep going.
And
Trying to be observant.
okay, you look back and you see Pike as he goes through the door, and the door goes to shut again. He kind of grabs it and
I knew where you were going.
and you just hear it go. All right, and he's like down low like you are. All right, so you're trying to be observant. Do a perception check then.
And that is.
What's composure, man? That pops up a lot. It's your best friend.
And
Oh, that's good. 2 successes. Okay. The stairs. It says. Double check here. Yeah. Don't worry. Okay. You do see that it's just a hallway. It's a hallway. There's a stairs further down. And it says exit.
That's my only path.
There's a map on the wall as you walk further down. It is your only path for now. I mean, there's
I do want to grab.
a
the
water
map.
fountain
I
and a
wanna grab
restroom.
I want to grab the map.
You grab the map. It shows that if y'all need something to draw, I can. But this right now is pretty straightforward. It shows the stairs, and you see that you. Yeah, I actually will draw a map so I can get it in my mind. All right, so you were. Let's say I'm going to downsize it for you. You were here. Okay. A. You went through this door right there, and you went down this hallway. There's stairs right here, and there was the map right here. It says after you go down these stairs, it branches off to this way and this way, and it says this way basically comes back to over here. Now there's some it looks like there's like a maintenance and stuff like that, but it puts you back over here.
Okay.
And then this way, it looks like it's more comes over here, but it also it says E over here. As you're sitting there, you hear 2 gunshots, but they sound like they're coming from down here, and you hear talking.
And does my character is from what I earlier?
And
Is he aware whenever the guy was calling off for sweeping? Or is he not aware of that?
You heard sweep. He did not. Oh no, he did too. Actually, y'all both heard it. And you hear mumbling. Oh, okay, sorry. You hear voices, and sounds further down the way you're going right now. Not back behind you. You hear voices, and you hear a rise in volume. Like you can't quite make it out, but you hear doing.
Does it sound like a crowd or no?
No, it sounds.
what do you do?
All you hear is doing, but it's the end of a sentence, and you hear it doesn't sound like very many people. He's like, maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 at the most. And you hear, after you hear 2 gunshots, you hear a bit of mumbling and what sounds like to be a radio.
Okay.
What do you do?
I look at Pike to reassure him that I'm ready to keep going forward. Put the
I'm with you.
map in my back pocket, and I go ahead and stealthily. Or do I need to do a stealth check again?
That's fine. That's fine. I'll allow it for now.
As I'm trying to go down the stairs, I'm also trying to make sure I'm able to peek without making a.
Okay. As you start getting further down, you start hearing weird noises. Like, well, it sounds like scraping a little bit, but it sounds like moving something. More mumbling. Then as you walk down closer, you're gonna look around the corner. It does sound like it's getting pretty close. As you look around the corner, do a perception check real quick. Depends on what happens.
7.
All right, so that's 2 successes. Okay. Now, you see that it looks like 2 of those guys are undressing another person. All right, they're undressing them. They're undressing them,
No.
and upon investigation, you see that they're undressing them and putting it in this duffel bag. And also, in their duffel bag, they have it down there. They're putting it in a duffel bag while also pulling out clothes. And you also see the guy was shot. There's a guy on the ground shot that right now is just like in his underwear and like a undershirt.
But there's only 2 guards that are in.
Yeah, but you did think it looked something about the clothes looked off with that second success, but I can't tell you what.
Can I try to go for an investigation?
They haven't put the clothes up yet. They're starting to though, so you need to do it now.
So thing is, it's got a minus. So I'd have a -3 on it because there's no points on it.
Yes.
If you can try, I can't say doing a perception for this because you're trying to hone in on something.
So
Investigation and what?
Wit.
So what, I have to roll like a 7 or 8?
So basically, you have 2 and you have -3. So
you have to roll a
need
10.
to get.
In this instance,
If
for
I
now.
don't get it, does it really hurt me?
not really.
Oh.
I would for this instance, I might give the 8 or 9 to you, but I haven't really decided yet. Okay, so at that point, they pull the other clothes out. They zip the bag closed. Now remember, I said there's 2 of them, and they put clothes on them, and it looks like the clothes they put on them looks like personnel, like someone that would work there at the airport. Enough where, I mean, you did just talk to that lady. It kind of looks like that uniform. I'll give you that. And they zip up the duffel bag, and
Do they have guns on them that they're holding?
one of them said, yeah, one of them, you can see that it's down on there, but it does look like it's kind of smoking. So it looks, one of them that's closer looks like he's the one that fired. The other one, he's the one, he goes, "Is that everything?" And the guy that, he looks like he's observing, so he's like, confirmed. Then, the one that wasn't messing with the bag, the other one, pulls down his backpack, opens it up, pulls out a bomb, which you can tell it looks like a bomb. I mean, there's nothing else it could be. He puts it down, and he does a little And then they drag the body to lay up against the wall, and they continue on down the hallway further on past you. Like they're walking away from you. And we'll stop there. You. Alright, so you saw the patient run down, person in a hospital gown. Run
towards me.
Oh,
yeah.
A person in a hospital.
What did you think I said?
I thought it was a person wearing like a doctor's scrubs and the
Well, I said hospital gown.
white.
Yeah. Alright, so
Dang, I probably paid attention.
Yeah.
It was that I was picturing a doctor just running.
alright, so you saw them run towards you on maintenance.
Okay, so
You go? Okay. It sounds like Jeff's right behind you. You do notice that it does sound like you're catching up. And then you finally see, at this point I'm not going to have you look, you were pretty close behind them. You do see what looks like a door off to the side open, but it's like in an alcove, like it's pretty tucked away. And then you hear the door shut. But it's not too far down. Jeff goes, I think he went there.
maintenance.
You can't see it from here. There's other doors. Like this hallway actually has a few doors.
Okay, well I'll go in the door that's shut.
The one that he just went in? Okay. As you get closer to the door, you hear sounds like someone's moving, but they're moving away from the door. Sounds like a little bit like scraping. If you open the door. Okay, so you open the door, and you all of a sudden this guy's looking at you with a freaked out look on his face, and he's trying to stand up, but he can't. Like he's like, what? No, don't. Leave me alone.
I'm not trying to hurt you. Are you okay?
Close the door. Don't get us. The guys who shut the door, please.
I shut the door.
Oh, Jeff comes in.
With on the.
You're
in the room,
inside.
shut the door.
Okay. It's not very big. It's like it looks like almost like a little storage closet, but you do notice that it has like one of those windows. So like the glass is a little like that fogged glass almost. Someone could still see you, but there is some stuff to move in front if you need to like block it.
What's in here?
I mean, there's a shelf, but it's got heavy.
What's in here?
There's a chair. There's a desk. There's a desk.
He said they're going to get us.
Oh, I thought you were asking me what's in the room. You said what's in here.
Yeah, is there anything that we can defend ourselves if we have to?
In here, there's like
There's a desk.
if you see on the desk, there's a stapler. There is actually a hole punch. I know you're looking for. There's none of that paper cutter thing. No. Yeah. You do see a flashlight.
Alright.
There is one of those. There's like a little wrench. Does look like just a tool set. There's
I open the tool set.
there's a couple screwdrivers.
Grab the screwdrivers.
Jeff's like,
I put them through
Okay.
here.
Jeff asks,
Is there any more? Anything? Hammer?
It's a little dinky hammer,
Dinky.
like you have in yours. It's a little dinky hammer. It is.
Okay, well, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So I give him the hammer
Okay.
and the wrench.
So it's a shit wrench. I just said it's one that you
For-
put like shelving together.
Yeah, but
Just
if
because.
we need a wrench.
Okay. He's like, hey, I was in the hospital. I just came in because I had my flu shot, and they don't work sometimes. I think all of a sudden they came in and they killed everyone. I mean, they were aiming for the patients, but they killed everyone who was something, and a few of us fled.
There's no police.
All I saw was stopping. There was some security guards. I think one was a cop. They got shot. I can't run anymore. I need to catch my breath.
So I guess
You being close, you do notice he's pretty pale. But nothing. It does look like he has the flu. He's feverish. He's got a cold sweat going on, but also a very real sweat because he was running and running and running. He's shivering and he does look weak, and he's thirsty. He's sick. They were giving him ice chips.
so. I try to block the window somehow and shove something in front of the door because it has been a little weird.
You hear a door slam.
Okay, well then I quietly tell Jeff for us to pick up the desk, not slide it, and move it in front of the door without making noise.
Jeff does. That's where and then Jeff's like, dude, they have guns.
Oh, we saw you could see.
No, that the guy said they killed everyone. They shot everybody. It's like, dude, they had guns. I don't think that's gonna stop them.
Dude, slow them down, son. And then what kind of door is it? Is it a handle or a knob?
It's a handle.
Good. 3 hole punch. I put it through the handle against the frame.
Okay.
I block the window with some spray paint in here, or maybe some kind of ink from like on a stamp pad.
Let me block
The window.
Oh, okay. No. There's no spray paint. There's one of those things for a keyboard. It's like, shh.
I'll keep that. Go through the desk drawers. Any personal effects? Cigarettes?
No, just normal.
What's on the shelf?
On the shelf is just, it looks like it's a shelf that they were taking apart. So there's some of those pieces and stuff like that, but they're not very wieldy. But I mean, they,
Well, the thing I'm looking for is something to cover the window.
Okay. All right. Okay. As you're going, you start hearing a little bit more talking. I actually start hearing talking, and you hear nothing yet. You good on your end? No. Nobody here.
I point at Jeff to have him go on the other side of the door, and I'm on the opposite side.
And he's like,
And I have the screwdrivers in my hands.
Okay.
Jeff is ready with the hammer.
And he's like,
I squat down.
he's like, you hear every room? Then you hear on the radio, yeah, we have to sweep every room. That's a big place. Then start hearing him coming closer, and you start hearing him opening doors. And you do know there was a few, but if you didn't count them, you won't know really how many. You think that's maybe there was like 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. You do hear real quick opening like 2, 3 doors. One sounded like it was right next to you. Then you hear him open the one right across the way. And then he turns. And then
I'm listening, not looking.
then he goes to, you hear him go to jiggle the knob. The handle guy.
Occupado!
And then on feeling that it's kind of stuck, you hear him, now does it have any, how good did you wedge it in there?
Well, you said it was a handle, so I assumed it was one of those.
No, it's one of these that come out and it's just like,
Okay. So. Oh, that doesn't really work like I thought it would. So I guess it could have been open, like I could have turned it to where it was open, and then. So it's like this, and I'm like. So it looks like it's already open.
oh,
There's
okay.
no other way I could have.
Okay, so he goes to open the door, and it opens.
Oh, he can't. It's wedged in there.
Okay. So on him feeling that,
It's open this way, right?
yeah,
Most doors open out.
Yeah.
So he can't open.
okay. You hear him pull out something, and you see you start hearing something like near the lock, and then you feel a shudder on the door, and then it starts to feel like it starts to open.
Okay, well, I'm crouched down with the screwdrivers in my hand.
Okay. As he opens the door, real quick, hold on.
So there's a dice tray right here.
Okay. As he goes to open the door, and you see the gun comes in, Jeff actually comes down and hits the gun with the hammer and knocks it to the ground.
So,
What the?
And I.
Roll 10.
No. So. What is weaponry again?
It's weapon.
Using weapons.
Strength weapon.
What? Okay. Strength weapon.
Screwdriver will be like made.
Dexterity? Wouldn't screwdrivers be dex?
No.
That's not strength.
No. A screwdriver is strength. When you're using a weapon, it's strength, unless you do fighting finesse. Do you have a room for a merit?
How much? Well, what? How many dots?
I don't remember.
I think it's. Deal with what I have. What are they? One lethal?
Yeah. I'll give you that because they're kind of long. Grab the flathead, right?
Alright, so it's exactly one success.
Alright, let me look at their armor. Because you definitely have him on a surprise attack. Unless you call shot, yeah. I mean, no, defense doesn't matter because he's surprised. Armor does. unless you're call shot like Nick or something. That's how it works. I mean, we do surprise attacks. Ivan still calculates armor. Okay, that's fine.
I'm stabbing him in the groin.
Ooh. Okay, yeah.
That's why I said armor doesn't matter.
Yeah, he goes down. Okay.
And
then you feel behind you a push as the patient's trying to get out.
okay, that's fine. We need that distraction. So he gets out.
Yeah.
What's the other guy doing?
Jeff?
The other guy.
Oh, he hit the ground. He's holding his dick.
So isn't
He grabs his gun though.
There's not two?
No, he was on the radio with that one.
Oh.
But he does reach for his radio.
Yeah. I jam. I go like this. Stab him in the neck.
Okay. He's bleeding pretty profusely, and he yells back up.
You can't yell.
Why?
I stab him in the neck.
Still do it. You didn't
Sure.
fucking cut his lung out.
I'd say lung.
He can still gurgle.
He's gurgling. No one's gonna hear him. It's different. You can't yell.
He'll say something.
You can say something, but you can't yell out.
Oh, it's in radio. That's why I didn't say
You
yell.
said he grabbed his gun, not his radio.
He grabbed his gun, and then he went to grab his radio when you stab him again.
Okay, well, I knocked the radio out. Or Jeff would. Jeff hasn't done anything for a good 5 seconds.
Do you say anything?
Don't let him call for help.
Alright, he kicks
As
him.
I stab him in the neck.
He goes to kick him, and he falls in his back, which is good, but also bad because he has the gun.
So I'm going to start wrestling the gun. I just grabbed the gun and we're struggling.
Okay. What's your strength?
I have strength of 1.
And what's your brawl?
I don't have brawl.
That's a 10. No. He takes
Oh,
it.
you roll a 10?
Yeah.
I
Okay,
was
he
gonna say,
grabs
you
it
should
and
do
he
something.
aims it on you, and Jeff tackles you to the ground. Get out of the way. And you hear a little bit of gunfire. While Jeff gets up to try and pull you and run down the hall. Further from where y'all came from.
I'm wiping off. I
All right.
wipe off the screwdrivers, I would know better, on any type of claw-ish thing that I see that we pass.
Okay.
I don't, not on me.
So what, they know where you went?
I mean, I don't want to get in trouble with the law.
And I'm not allowed to say anything because it's his turn, right?
Is there a water fountain?
Yeah.
I rinse them off real quick. And
All right. As you run down the hall, you do notice that you can kind of see where you can see what's his name again, the patient, and he's running towards the last interterminal area.
Okay.
He likes those, and I said he likes those, but you do say that there's an actual. It does look different this time. And as he opens the door, it goes to Mr. Riley. All right. As it goes there,
the only guy that's actually.
Oh,
okay.
since I got questions.
about a good 10 minutes have passed, let's say, for now.
Visions here.
Yeah. I'm gonna double check where I'm at on this. I have. Okay. When you're you also but it sounds like you hear what sounds like a little pop, a couple pops, and then you hear a radio go off near, kind of near the guy that's been talking, but not him. And it says, "We had a complication, but it has been neutralized." And then you notice it's that burly dude, and he goes, "Affirmative. Continue with the mission." And then, one second. After a little while, you hear sirens outside, and the normal spiel comes up. "We have you surrounded. Let the hostages go and come out with your hands up."
Are we sitting back down in the chair, or do they have us like down on the ground on our knees?
You are just sitting in chairs. And then the guy that's been talking with the crazy mask, he goes, "Let's play the game, shall we?" Then
I'm sure you all know how.
No. Actually, he points to two of his men. Actually, four of his men. And then he says, and he goes, "Let's play the game, shall we?" And they each grab a hostage. And they walk towards those front doors, like the big doors, one of them. And then you hear more noise from outside, and they're like, "Let him go!" And then one of them trains his gun on them, and someone pulls out a little can and sprays spray paint on the door. If you want to look at what he writes, it's up to you.
Yeah.
It says, "Stay or they die." And they bring the people back, and they throw them down. After a minute, the phone rings. "Grab that!" And one of them brings one of the cordless phones to the guy, and goes, "Now listen, because I do not like to repeat myself. If you wish to have an identity, call me Rorschach. We have over 100 hostages. If you wish for that number not to change, I need something from you. We request $10 billion in small bills. Yes, you heard me right. I have planted bombs at every entrance and exit. If you try to come in, you will die. There is no question. You have no idea what I am capable of. You have 1 hour to acquire my money. If you do not comply, or the time is up, I will kill a hostage every 5 minutes thereafter. Do I make myself clear?" Good. A hostage? For faith? I could do that. Absolutely. Man, woman, or child? Are you sure? He walks forward. He goes, "They want a child." And yeah, she'll do. He goes, "What's your name? Kylie?" He walks towards the front door. He's like, he looks out. He goes, "I have a hostage for you." And he's like, all right. Okay. Blows her brains out.
I knew it.
And at that point, a man gets up, ballistic.
Is whenever everyone was watching him, like where all the
I know it's late for you.
No, it's just how those things are when you're waiting for other people's turns to get to yours. It's just like,
I have a lot to get through.
12, so 2 successes to see if everyone is like paying attention to him. And if he walks outside.
Well, he didn't walk outside. He walked to
Walk
where
to the
they could
door.
see him. Yeah.
Like all his people.
Most of them. It looks like a couple are still watching you. But if you continue paying attention, as he shoots the girl, then they.
Whoa! I'm gonna. Nope. Okay. Nope, couldn't do it. I was gonna try and wiggle my arms down and get them under my legs really quick. But
Alright, I'll give Justin 1 second. Can you hear me? The dad goes, some guy gets up.
you just said you can hear it.
Alright. So, if you're looking, a guy gets up and he's like, "No, I'll kill you!" And one of the grunts says, "Get back!" And the guy's just like going ballistic. So, knocks him out.
While they're, I'm pretty sure he did a big scene, so everyone turned towards him. I got 9, 10. Would what I'm trying to do count as sneaking?
What are you trying to do?
Get my hands under my, like, down around my back.
That'll be stealth, yeah.
Okay. No, but would it count as sneaking? That was specialty in sneaking.
You're being sneaky, so yeah.
Okay. 2 successes to get my hands down, like, under my butt, and then down, like, under my legs.
Okay, you, at that point,
Because I'm pretty sure he calls the scene by standing up.
yeah, at that point, when he is grappling with the dude, you manage to slowly do that, and you're not quite to your phone yet, but
No, I'm not reaching for my phone. I'm just getting my arms under. Like,
oh,
right
I
here.
see what you're doing. Okay, all right, so it's there, and at that point, the guy gets knocked out, and he's lying face down on the floor, and you hear crying. Sounds like a mother. And she's holding something, probably their other kid. And the guy, Rorschach, hey, he has a name. Rorschach walks back to the phone, and he goes, "You will keep your men back. I am in control here. You understand? You have 1 hour, Sergeant. Use it wisely." And then he goes, "Group A, report." Group A says everything's fine. Terminal A is locked down and ready to go. And he says, "Group B, report. Had a bit of a delay. They're back on track." And he says, "How much of a delay?" "Nothing they could be concerned about, sir. We're about to finish up. Have a few more rooms to check out." Group C report. They split up. They're going to cover more ground. but they are ahead of schedule. Group D, report. I haven't heard back from. Double check if I have a name for this guy.
So it's called Lauren.
I said I wonder why.
I thought he called Lauren too.
What is this? What do you want his name to be? Lauren?
No, that's what I thought I heard him say.
Oh, I said I wonder why.
Yeah.
Lauren.
He goes, sir, this is Tim. I haven't heard back from Mike yet. I'm going to go investigate. In the note. Group E, report. And that's when it switches to you.
Oh.
What?
I'll find out what's going to happen for you.
Alright, so. Well, actually. Yeah, that's right. You were the last. You were before him. Alright, now. You. Last thing you did is you saw a couple grunts taking some clothes off of a very unwilling person. Although willing, I don't know, they're dead. Dead's rape, right? No? Yeah. No, it's not. That's stupid.
It's kinky.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see where we're at on the. That's not too bad. That's only an hour and 50 minutes. On that one. So you saw them plant what looked like bomb, and they drag a person, put up like where he's like lying up like this against the wall, sitting up against the wall, and then they continue on down the hallway. And then Pike's like, hey man, what was that?
I don't know, man. But, yeah, it looks like some kind of bomb.
And then Pike starts walking forward to go look at the person.
I follow behind him.
Alright, looks like he's been shot. Like, if you look at it, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, it's fresh.
I only have one in medicine, so I can't really check him. See if there's anything.
He got, it looks like he got shot.
A flesh wound.
Got shot here, and then here. And one sec.
Is it making noise yet? Like it's beeping? Did I set it off?
Do you want to look at the bomb?
I would like to investigate.
Okay. What is that?
-3 and yes, probably
Okay. You look at the bomb. It doesn't. You can't see if you look at it. It does not making any noise, but there is. It looks like it shows like an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, and it's going down.
Okay.
And then this is messed up. We gotta get out of here, man. I'm not for this right now. I mean, I understand it's like helping somebody, like a couple people do, but this is beyond us, dude. This is beyond me.
We gotta get out of here. Guns, we don't have to back up this. We got him out. We can try to get out.
Okay. Now, these guys went this way. You're here. On the map, it does this. It kind of forks around, does whatever, but eventually, come back. So basically, it's going to look like these guys are going to come back. I mean, you don't know if they're going to come back, but I
But
mean,
there's no exit out that way.
No.
So my only option is going back to A.
you can go back to A, or you can go over here to E.
Yeah. But E.
All right. Now it says on there it's an E, but as you, so you're gonna start walking down that way. All right. So as you start walking down this way, you start to. I mean, it's up to you if you want to check the map. But as you go down this way, you start to see that there's a hallway down this way. But it ends. You can see that. And then you come down here. And then you see that, double check something. But you do see, as you look down this way, that there's a, it does plainly say exit. Alright, but then down this way, you see it does this. As if let's say you come up right here, let's say you're, what you got named Red? You're right here, and you come up this way, and it starts to do this, so you can't see around a bit.
He wants no part of it anymore. He's ready to get out.
Pretty much. I mean, there's what looks like an exit down there.
There's no room to check, right?
Right now where you are, no, but it looks like there might be a couple rooms down here, but you can't really tell how many from here. This ain't too lit up, and down this way from here to there, you don't see anything.
We make our way to the exit.
All right. As you walk closer, you do see there's a room on this side and a room on this side, but you think you see something down here, like a dim light.
I'd like to check the rooms.
Alright.
Try to get out, but
If you check this one, you'll notice it's locked. Pike, seeing what you're doing, he's like, and he goes to go this way, and he goes to try and open this door, and he's like shoving up against it, but it's also locked. And then he turns to look at the exit, and he's like, and he motions for you to come.
hesitate, and I look down, and as I look back and look back towards him, I motion for him to go ahead of me, and I'll catch up.
No, he's telling you to come here to look at something. That's what he's doing. He's like,
Alright. I follow him.
alright, and you look over here and you see that it's chained up, and there's a bomb. And you start hearing footsteps coming behind.
Do I need to make any rolls at this point?
You are kind of in the open, unfortunately.
Yeah, those two doors are locked. The only thing that I can think of doing is making sure.
Can you do a quick perception?
Yes. 10.
Alright.
So plus the 4, so 14.
All right, and you rolled a 10.
Yes.
All right, so that's 4 successes because you got +1. All right, so you not only notice that you hear running, but it sounds like it's coming from over here, actually.
Okay.
Doesn't calm you down any better,
No.
but you're running from over here, and it's getting closer. It's running fast, but you're like, it's not like super fast. And you, as it starts to get closer, you start to hear like someone's tired. And as you see a person run, and you see it's a woman, and then she stops and turns and looks down the hallway. They're like, unfortunately, no, it's not. And she's like, did you hear the gunshots?
Yes, ma'am, we did. We've been trying to find a way out of here. Are you alright?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I thought I saw something weird earlier, but then I've been trying to get a hold of. I'm trying to think. No. She's like, I saw something weird and I got out of there, and in E, and then I started hearing shooting, and I came over here, and
What was so weird in me?
there was a bunch of men.
They all wearing black,
Yeah.
carrying guns and bags.
Yeah.
Alright.
And this was about 20 minutes ago. Then I heard gunshots, and it sounded like it was down. I couldn't tell what it was over here, but I was hoping it wasn't from over here.
Well, it came from over in Terminal A, and from what it appears, looks like they have.
That's where we are.
Oh, the one she just came back to E.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't A where everyone's tied up at, right? It looks like they went ahead and put bombs around the place, even to the exits that we found so far.
I didn't see any.
Oh, you look behind over there. Bomb right there. Bomb over in the other hall. I'm safely assuming that's like that all over the place. Pike, you feel like you're up for following me a little more?
No, I will, buddy.
Ma'am, you're more than welcome to come with us, or at least stay a good couple feet back and just try to, because it's all the way back there, it's nothing but chaos. That if you want to find some place safe to hide.
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's go.
So go ahead and make your way down the hallway where she came from.
Okay. All right, so you're coming down here. You make it around the bend. Give me a second. Y'all do hear another shot, but it does sound like it's behind you. And you hear screaming and scuffling, and then you hear more shouting. And then you see what looks like some back stairs. As you go, there's normal stuff over here, but as y'all go this way, she mentions that there's some stairs. Because y'all are like going in employee access areas. This is, and so she's like, she's like, that's where I went up the stairs. And then there was another area that says exit, but you can see it dim light down there. And the stairs up there says it's plainly on the side. if you want to do perception, you can, but I think you'll see it anyway. It says radio, communications, and then it says I think it's kind of funny. It says luggage, and then it says terminal E.
So, guess we'll go up the stairs that she came from.
Okay. You'll go up the stairs, and you see that as you go up the stairs, you see on your actually right in like down the hallway a little bit, you see it says radio room, and then there's some other rooms along the way. One says maintenance, it's like and one says janitorial closet. Pike kind of looks and goes to walk over to maintenance and open it up real quick, but he's not going to check the janitorial closet. Then he notices his head's still swimming a little bit, but he notices the radio room too. And he's like,
do you want to go in the radio room? Is there any chance I can get my character to go ahead and check the janitorial room real quick?
Yeah.
Do I need a roll for seeing stuff in there?
Are you gonna go roll? I mean, are you gonna roll to try? You don't need to roll to open a door.
No, I'm wanting to see if there's like any like brooms or mops, stuff like that.
Yeah, you're gonna definitely see broom. You're gonna see a mop. You're gonna see
Can I grab a mop and break it?
There's some chemical. Yeah. If you do that, yeah, you go grab a mop and break it. All right. So now you have 2 pieces. All right. Pike, after seeing that, he breaks a broom. It's not quite as even as yours. He's kind of
didn't happen to snap, just like
he accidentally broke it a little too far one direction. He's kind of miffed about that. And then although he goes like, and he gives it to the girl. So he's like, oh, that, and she looks thankful. And y'all, but
Like
looking around though. Looking around, he does. There's also chemical in there. There's cleaning supplies. I mean, there's not really much else in here.
Like spray bottles, bleach spray bottles.
There's empty spray bottles, and then there's bleach.
If there's like a bleach spray bottle, I want one character to hold in one of those.
There's big bottles of bleach, and then there's empty spray bottles.
Okay, I have one. Pour that into it then.
Okay. All right.
Because those guys, are their eyes covered or no?
Those guys, they're wearing the ski masks and stuff like that, but no, their eyes are not.
Okay.
You got a pretty good look at them because you saw them. You did good on your perception check. But yeah, so you have one spray bottle of bleach.
And then I want to go ahead and go to the radio room.
All right. Now, as you walk up to it, you do find out it's locked.
The character's pretty strong.
Okay.
Can I try to find a way if I can bust the lock or break open the door with like brute strength?
Can I help her?
You're not there. What do you mean, ceiling? What are you gonna?
She worked there.
No, she was a passenger. All right, you can try that. See what you can do.
What do I have to look at for rolling?
That would be strength brawl.
Okay. Brawl is a 3. Strength is a 4.
That's a good pull.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll.
I've got unarmed fighting troops. 5 plus 9. No, 5 plus what?
7.
7.
That's 12. All right, so that's 2 successes. So what are you doing?
Breaking open the door.
So you're trying to bust out the window. It does have a window, and like that one of those
Is it a
little.
metal door, wood door?
It does look like it's a reinforced door.
Yeah, window.
All right.
Yeah. I wrote that. After the glass shatters, makes noise.
No, when you hit it, you see it has a. You hit it, it thudded. Put a little crack in it though. Pike, on seeing that, he only got one success, but he rears back with his broomstick on the blunt end, hits it, and right where you did, and it actually caves in a little bit.
I saw it broke yet.
Not yet, but it's that. It looks like it's that flexible. Yeah, it's got that little bit of plastic in the middle. She's actually looking around.
So
You can-
I try again?
Yeah.
Is that 8? 8 plus 7.
That's 15. That's good. 3 6. Okay, so you break it all the way down. It tinkle glass. It's the thing. It's not that much. Y'all both have long arms. One of y'all can reach through. If you want to reach through, go ahead. What are you wearing?
Clothing wise?
Yeah.
Something similar to this.
Okay. Roll real quick just to make
Perception?
sure. No, not perception. It'd be more like Justin, can you think what it would be for him to think to?
Or he could.
Yeah.
I can roll for that too, or no?
That would be the common sense. So if he doesn't have it.
Nope.
Okay, so
First
as you
thing.
reach through, you start feeling it start to catch on your clothes.
Okay.
All right, so as you're trying to reach through it, so what do you do?
See, me,
You're starting to feel
I
like
probably would have.
So, could I retract it and have Pike do it? Because you said that he's got longer arms than mine and he's not as big as me. So you have an easier fit getting that door unlocked.
it's
You-
not
you
that
would-
your arm wouldn't fit through there. It's more that you start to realize that as you reach down, the glass might pierce you. So if you pull your hand back and you mention to him, hey, you got longer arms, Pike will do that number, and then he goes, I mean, you can still. He said you can get it, but he said watch my back, and he'll, and then open the door, and he goes, come on, and she walks in. The radio room actually sounds like it's like all lit up and everything. Okay, yeah. There's no monitors, but it's a radio room. Like radio communications. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, anyway. So what do you do?
Look at Pike and the girl, and motion kind of start looking for stuff. And as we're looking around, trying to find any radios or some form of communication.
All right, Pike is actually going to walk over to the big one.
Okay.
She actually walks over, finds a walkie, and he goes. He starts fiddling, and he sees frequency. He starts fiddling, and hears, and he starts hearing. As he goes through, he starts hearing. What is it? Chatter. And then it's nothing at first. It's like just bullshit. And then he hears something about hostage. And he goes, and he hear, we got a hostage situation, this, that, whatever. And you realize that he actually found the police van. And he tells you the frequency is like, I'm not going to remember this, but say 96.7 HC or whatever the hell that is, hertz or something.
69.
Huh?
He said 96.7. I was like, the spot?
Yeah. So anyway, he tells you that's the frequency. Neither of y'all, as far as I know, have very good computers.
No.
But so the big one may be hard to figure out, but since y'all have like little bitty things, y'all might be able to. They do look pretty good. Like the one she picked up.
What's his computer stuff? Like, I've got no.
I didn't actually write down all their stuff, but I wrote down like just their personalities. She looks at it. Let me see. I'll say she'd be
just
okay.
do if it's an 8 and above, just say that she can do it. Or odds or even. Make
Yeah,
it
she's fine. So she kind of looks at it, and then she sees that there's a very it's kind of tucked away, but there's a switch. It says incoming and outgoing. And then she presses a button on the thing, and then it says outgoing. And then let's go, and it says, and it lights up incoming. So she goes, I'm not sure that's how they work, but it sounds good enough to me.
Yeah.
And then she goes, she says, who wants to say this?
Let Pike do it. I want to take charge and check the area, make sure no one's coming.
Okay. For now, it looks like everything's clear, and you don't hear anything. If you want to do perception, that's fine.
I won't take watch since my guy has more fighting than them.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. All right. So Pike goes, hello, hello, hello. It says. Then he comes back. Yeah. He goes, hey, is this police? He goes, what are you doing on the police channel? And he's like, we're inside the airport. He's like, there's several men in here. There's been shooting. People are dead. And he's like, and he goes, I thought everyone was taken hostage. He goes, we escaped when they weren't looking. When they were tying everyone up, we ran into the stairs. We're almost near Terminal E. But from the sounds of this little lady here, that there's men in every terminal.
As I snap my head back, make sure to remind him about the bombs mentioned.
Shit, you're right, man. They also have bombs. And he goes, yeah, the leader mentioned that. We can't get in. Not yet, right now. We're trying to look in. We're trying to hack into their communications. They mentioned what last we heard is that it seems like the A, B, and C were fine, but D and E, they may not be all. They may not have bombs everywhere or locked down. I'm not telling you to move, but if you, that may be our best way in. That may be your best way out. Honestly, I would say sit tight. And then he's like, stay off the radio, and then that's it. I mean, he gave them all the information, what they had, how many he could see, but y'all saw another 2. They said that there was people in every one. They don't know how many. It's pretty good amount of people. All right, so shit. What was that from?
Saxophone? What? Saxophone?
I don't know what that is.
The ones that play the game.
Sasquatch Hutch. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, if you need to watch the Sasquatch one. I'll show it to you.
Oh, okay. That's right. Okay. All right. That's what you know. Supposedly, it sounds like D&E haven't been fully checked. Also, maybe they're not fully locked down, which may be able to find an exit. Also, you remember that. I'll give this to you because you do know there was people over here, and they were walking down here. Yeah, and then you're like up in here somewhere. I'm gonna actually start erasing this, and then yeah. So he said to sit tight, but he also said that was their way in and probably your way out. So they're still looking at stuff, but they got their communication cut. Is that what they believe? I'm about to move to Justin, but I'm waiting for you to come up with a decision.
Well, you two really want to stay here? I really don't feel like staying here.
Honestly, we've survived this long moving. We haven't been caught.
They're eventually going to come back around here. They're going to check everything.
And I've been hearing. I heard another gunshot back that way. I don't know what happened. So, yeah, I'm good with it. And she just said shake. So let's go. She's like, she said maybe we'll have to be, we'll have to be careful, but she's fine. She kind of just grips her little thing tighter, and so you're gonna go towards I think it was, what was that? What did I say? Radio room, communications. I said maintenance, luggage, and terminal E. You might get your luggage back.
Now, do I know what's in my luggage or no?
Yeah.
So I can have, since he's a big country guy, could there possibly be a gun in there?
I don't think you would take your gun with you to an airport.
Knives? I don't go to airports. I don't go to airports.
That's security.
Nah, I wouldn't pass
I've
security.
never been to an
You
airport.
wouldn't have gotten in the front door.
No.
Like, the only time I've ever been was when I was a little kid and I was like 3. That was it.
No, they won't let. So anyway, no.
You have to mail that stuff.
From what you heard, and you after probably talking with Pike on the way there, he's
I'm
like,
sorry, I've never been to one.
he's
before.
like,
Can I have a gun in my suitcase?
he's like, you're gonna have to ship that shit. If you want your old guns and stuff, you're gonna have to ship it. And he's like, he said, I ship mine.
I shit mine too.
He says, I'm having, or he's had his friend drive down or something. But anyway,
I don't want to check luggage then. I don't think I'm going to find anything there that's going to be useful. Well,
so as you, if you leave and go down further,
I'm going to skip it though.
it looks like
Is luggage before it? Before terminal?
it's actually it shows terminal E. Oh, sorry. It's a luggage storage area, and we'll say this.
Probably have less chances of people being there though.
And if you say that, Pike mentions that you could get like maybe some disguises or something. He says, I don't know if that would work with these guys, but
yeah, Might actually be worth it. I'll go to luggage.
Okay. All right. We're gonna cut off right there. Justin. Last we saw you were washing blood off your screwdriver, and you were catching up to Mr. Patient, and he had opened up the door to Terminal D.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna follow.
Alright. And I did say you saw something different. So as you go through, you notice that there the interterminal train is there. And you walk. You can the patient.
Now it's flat.
You see the patient kind of makes his way in, and then he kind of lays down. If you can see him, I think you can. I mean, it's pretty well. It's not super big, but you've been on one. Like Owasila, you've been on one. They're not that bad.
I want to follow the patient.
All right, so
But I mean, isn't that going to cause a lot of that draws a lot of attention? Like ordinarily, I wouldn't care before because I wanted them to find me. Now it's fuckers trying to kill people. But yes, I will follow.
all right. As you go on,
It's always strength in numbers anyway. Whenever we're done, we can do the smaller.
yeah. I'm getting close to where I'm going to end it for tonight.
I mean, would that wood take a while to catch fire?
Let me ask, is there any more parts that I need to be doing? Or no?
I mean, we could pause it for a second.
Yeah, I could pause it.
To light the wood, because I mean, that takes a while.
Well,
Since we pause, how much is fighting for that? What's it cost?
It was paused, not anymore.
When I
It's
get
probably like your turn, Justin. You don't have to make every character like fucking Laura Croft.
I'm not. My Persona character was strength based.
You probably still bought fighting.
No.
I don't know.
I also had two weapon fighting, and I ended up fighting with a hockey stick near the end.
Really going off that fighting.
No.
All right,
I have a
so
fighting style with it.
Back to this. So you get on this interterminal train.
I do crouch down.
Okay, that's good.
I'll look down and see if there's any personal belongings.
Looks like someone left a wallet.
Okay.
Like if you're like really like looking, you see what looks like it's kind of wedged in the seat.
I'll look through the wallet to see if there's an ID card.
$20, and you see someone's driver's license. It's Samuel Jackson, not the Samuel Jackson.
Okay, I will.
There's some credit cards.
Well, actually, yeah. This would not actually bother me. I take the credit cards and.
Yeah. Well, that's like $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, $20 in cash.
Credit cards.
You do see some keys, but you don't know what it belongs to. It's in a different seat though.
Well, actually, I don't take other people's credit cards. That draws attention. I'm not.
You can use them to unlock.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
If they have library cards.
There is some gift cards in there.
Well, gift cards. That's cash. Yeah, I'll take that. I take the gift cards and I take the cash.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I am a bad guy, a crooked guy, not a bad guy. I wouldn't be trying to help this guy if I was a bad guy.
Definitely not straight.
All right, so so as you're looking around, Jeff's looking around, and he's like trying to figure out. Yeah. Then Jeff sees the patient. He walks over there and he's talking to him a little bit. He's tired. Patient's tired.
All right, well, I go over there.
Yeah, he's exhausted. He's tired. He's just ready to get out of here. And Jeff's like, what do you want to do?
Well, we need to try to. Is there another car, or is this just a one car?
It's not that big. It's one car.
There's no.
It's a large car, but it's only one car. I mean, there's the conductor car. I can't think of it. Okay. It looks like it's I mean, it's a car. It's the conductor car.
Anything in there?
You don't see anything at first, but there's a couple of little panels and stuff you can open.
Okay, so spare clothes.
No, but you do see there's a tag, and someone had accidentally left the. It looks like because it looks like for some reason this is unmanned. It's not supposed to be like that. The emergency keys in there.
So that's all we find is the emergency key.
You find an emergency key, and it has a little tag on it that has like some weird sequence of numbers, and then you also find like you see a few things like there's the instructions in there like you would normally see in like it's like but it's like a big fucking like one of those big books.
Okay. I give it to Jeff and I ask him to look up braking and driving. That's the only thing we need.
Okay. He'll look that up for you.
What else?
Give him a couple. Huh?
What else did I find?
At this point, I think that's it.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Now, you said give him a couple what?
I think a couple minutes.
Okay.
After a bit of time.
I would do it, but I'm afraid I need to do some other stuff.
After a bit of time,
I'm gonna have to drive this thing.
You do hear what sounds like a squawk of a radio. And then Jeff stops reading and he's like, what's that?
That wasn't on a thing, right?
No. He said, is that
okay, well, we need to close the conductor car door and we crouch down.
Okay.
And we keep letting it go. Like it was starting to go, right? Or it was just sitting.
You didn't start it yet.
Okay, I started and I'm driving it.
He didn't figure out how to drive it yet.
Okay, well, we're gonna sit there. We're gonna go.
Okay.
Actually, is there any reflective surfaces in the conductor area? Like maybe a mirror? So he could see, like maybe a mirror here, so he can see what's in the back.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look.
Okay.
Alright, I try to be as low as possible and look out while Jeff is reading.
You see someone is actually walking down. You see a shadow though. You see a person is walking down the area where like when where how I said there was a race up area in between the things, and then there's you go down and there's the rail. They're walking down on this side towards the car, and they're definitely coming towards the car.
And it's just a shadow.
It's getting closer. It looks like Shadow of a Man, and it, as you can see, kind of looks kind of close to the same gear what the other guy had.
All right. There's nothing I can do for now unless I'm.
Jeff says he's like, what do you want to do? He says he kind of figured it out.
All right, let's go.
All right. He tells you to put the key in.
So how close is the guy?
He's pretty close that within if you do anything, he could probably run and get it.
Run and get in. What side is he, or is he in front or behind?
He's behind on the if you're talking about a car and you're behind a car, he's behind it on the left side.
Do these have side doors?
Yes.
Like in
Yes.
the conductor car.
The conductor car, I believe they do. I can't think. Probably not, but the train does, and then they can, get it. And he's still getting closer. At this point, Jeff's like, we either move high.
So is he on the side of us, or is he still behind
or
us?
get out. So you're just gonna get out.
We're gonna get out on the opposite side that he is
Okay.
and sneak around.
All right. Jeff goes to get out. Looks behind you. Looks around. And he looks back, and the patient is still lying in the thing.
We'll just have to use him as a distraction.
Okay.
He's not up for it.
Yeah. He definitely looks weak.
So we're going to just sneak around. Where's his location again? Now that Jeff snuck out and then I snuck out.
Mm.
Where's the guy's location? The
He is
last time we saw.
He's actually coming up at the point that y'all crawl out. He's if you're here. Actually, let me draw this for you. Then he was over here.
Oh, okay.
And then this is this location. And this is y'all. Oh, sorry, this is y'all leaving. As y'all did that, if y'all did that, he's right here.
Okay. So I'm going to sneak around behind him. Stacks and stuff. Exactly.
Okay, so you don't hear you. What are you doing?
I'm sneaking up behind him.
Okay.
Am I behind him?
Let me do something real quick. Oh no, he sees you.
Why did he see me?
Oh, he rolled. You roll a perception if somebody's sneaking up on you.
Okay. Well, as soon as he sees me, I bum rush him and try to knock him over.
All right. Let me
I
see.
do basically a charge at his gut to knock him on his ass.
What are you rolling for that?
Let me know. I'm using my move. I'm doing like a full move instead of an action.
Okay. And so you're gonna run into him.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll to see if you hit him, because otherwise you'll fall.
Alright, what am I using?
That's a physical hits. That's strength roll. Or actually no, that's more Dex athletics. It's a -1 for athletics.
It didn't work. I'm rolling way too low right now.
Okay, so you actually
I bump into him, but I don't knock him down.
he just sidesteps you and you fall, hit the ground. Well, no, you didn't actually roll out of fail, so you slip past him. He actually holds his gun at you, and he's like, "Get in there." He only sees you though. That's the good thing. He says, "Get in there," and and tells you to get in the car.
Yeah, and I slowly back away.
Towards the car.
Yeah, towards the car.
Okay, that's fine.
Slowly.
He says, "Hurry up."
And do you want back up or turn around?
Turn around.
Turn around. I walk slowly in there.
All right. You don't see Jeff. But the guy, he's telling you hurry up, and he cocks it.
Well, I told you I turn around.
No, I know.
I go in there.
All right, and so he follows you, and he tells you to stay put near the conductor car.
Okay.
Don't think it's on or anything. And then he looks around real quick, and he does see that the guy laying in the thing.
Where is he in relation to me?
He's right there. The doors are right here. So he told you to come over here, and he walks up here. We'll name him Grunt. Alright, so he sees that, and he goes, looks at it for a second, and as you do a wits investigation real quick, because you're looking.
Good job. A good one. So, 6. Yeah. 16.
Okay. You see that, you see what the Grunt sees. You're a lot further away, but with your investigation, you see what he sees. Limp. And yeah, he goes, "Sir." Then you hear
Is
back.
he looking at me?
No, he's actually looking at. He goes, "Sir." He goes,
I blew a 10,
"Yes."
and I'm sneaking.
It looks like he died.
Slow.
After a second, finish it and kill any witnesses.
Okay, well, I'd already started sneaking up on him. It's what was stealth? Stealth with dexterity?
Dex stealth.
Okay, sorry. So 4 dex, 2 with stealth because of stealth and sneaking, and then I blew a 10. So that's 4 successes because I got 3 successes.
All right, 1 second.
Oh no, not today. Oh yeah.
Was it Josh? Probably Josh.
Not.
That's Josh.
I'm not doing that right now.
Okay, so Jimmy Wilbanks or Jimmy?
Jimmy Wilbanks is not going to be calling me at 12 unless the store's right.
All right, so he actually, I think as far as stealth goes, they have to not, they can't meet or exceed your things. It's not just one success. Defender wins on tie, so he would be the defender. He'd be the defender because he's sneaking up on him.
Well, but they're rolling
to see if they see him. It's a surprise attack.
Yeah.
It's fine. You.
I mean, I think the way Ivan does it, you just have to succeed on the stealth.
Alright.
Anyway, he didn't meet your successes,
Okay.
so.
Alright, well, I'm stealthing on him, and I got that computer keyboard error, and I'm spraying him in the face.
Oh, okay, cool. So he turned. So you do that. He turns around. He's going to get negatives. Let me go back to where I was. All right. So he's like, but he's got his gun trained on you. But then at that point, he goes to fire, and then you hear click of a door shutting, and then Jeff has grabbed him and he's trying to hold his gun.
Okay. So then I don't know.
Do a quick perception first.
It's 2 successes.
Okay.
Almost.
Yeah, with that, you just see that it looks like that even with him blinded, Jeff's gonna lose this. I was looking for a little bit more than that for something else, but that's fine. So what do you do?
I stab him. I go with this. With a screwdriver.
Okay.
So basically, I just.
Okay. To do that though, you're gonna have to do and you can either stab him, or you do a grapple and then do that. That's a grapple move. You can stab him. Is it still recording? Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Okay.
1 strength. 1 lethal. No weaponry. 3 successes.
Wait, did you have a minus in there? What was it?
The weapon.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so you still
I
had a
wasn't
full.
playing
Yeah.
hard.
Okay, so you got 2
Doing
successes.
all this fighting.
Was it 2 successes? 3 successes?
3 successes because I rolled a 10.
Alright, cool. That was a good hit. So he took some damage. But after that, let me double check. Yeah. He breaks out. Oof. Knocks Jeff to the ground. He hit him pretty good with against the head with the butt of the gun. He trains the gun on you. Roll perception real quick. Okay. Okay. That point, you actually see the patient has gotten back up. At that point, Jeff kind of has if you glance at him, he has a hopeful look on his face, because it's a bad situation. You need as much help as you can get. You need I can give you a wits investigation later if you want, but he's walking towards the grunt. Okay. And he actually manages to wipe his eyes a little bit, so he's a little bit clearer. He's going to shoot y'all. Do a wits investigation real quick, and he's going to roll. Okay.
15.
Alright. 15? What you see is the patient literally looks like he's dead on his feet. It looks like this is his last ditch effort. That's what you see. The grunt turns around just as the patient grabs him and takes a bite out of his neck. Switch to Richard.
What are you going to do about the bite in your neck?
He's like,
I didn't bite my neck.
I wanted to see how much you were paying
I've
attention.
been listening. However much it looks like I'm dozing off, I am keeping up with what's going on.
me try to make sure where. Go back to where Richard's at. Alright, last thing that happened is he said, groupie, there was no answer, and you're trying to loop your thing back behind your knees. You want to roll for again for that? Well, I mean, are you just right here? Are you going to try it for more? I mean, that's what I'm asking. Because you're just right here.
I was expecting more stuff to happen.
The last thing he did was group E. There's no answer.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I was expecting more stuff to happen with the guy.
No, he got knocked
I
out.
figured that they would shoot the guy, not just hit him.
No.
So no, I'll just watch what's going on.
Okay. At this point, Maya's pretty shaken up. She's like, I can't believe she shot that girl. I can't believe she shot that girl. And is she okay? He's looking and trying not to look at you because of.
Did you shoot a guy? Shot a little girl.
No, he said I changed it. I said shot her, and then she said, "Is he okay?" Looking at the guy that just got knocked down. And she's trying not to look at you because she doesn't want to show, look at you to where people are seeing what you're doing. D. I don't have time for this. The phone rings again. Actually, I cut communication. My bad. There's a loudspeaker outside. He's we're getting your money. Don't do anything you'll regret. And he's like, I regret nothing.
Don't do anything you'll regret. Shoot a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little too late for that, isn't it? At that point, a few more people come in, and at that point,
like more of them.
Yeah, more of them, and then that's where.
It's just tourists walking.
Yeah, they're like, oh, and then this is our regular hostage, and these are the terrorists, and let's keep going. And oh, look, this is the food court. They walk up to the burlier guy again that you had heard called Royce, and says, "He is clear." And they say C's on their way. And if Rorschach hears that, he turns back and says, "No, have them stand down, and if need be, assist D. I have not heard anything from D in a while." Yeah. There's a couple dudes fucking that up.
Not the people you would expect.
Yeah. No. And then finally, a call does come in, and it's like, said we have a situation. Yes. And he says, trying to think. And he says that there's been 2 or 3 people over they knock me to the ground, and I'm going to pursue. It's like, failure is not an option. You know what happens with failure. Yes, sir. It'll get taken care of. And and it's at that point where
Who got knocked to the ground?
that's the guy y'all knocked to the ground. He broke his radio.
The guy stabbed in the neck?
No, this is from earlier.
You must have five people.
I thought the first guy I tangled with was in that window.
Yeah, and he knocked him to the ground. He had his gun, and he shot after y'all. He broke his radio.
I also stabbed him in the neck.
Okay.
Why?
It costs like 2 loops. It's wad. And he says, at that point you hear some more chatter, but it's quickly changed to a different frequency, more like, they have their own little private frequency. They're trying to coordinate, trying to take you out.
Easier said. It's actually easily done.
So anyway,
You'd be flailing, and all of a sudden, this guy with a baseball bat and a fucking swing at him. This figure would fly across him, hit the wall the other place. The fuck you doing?
What are you gonna do?
There's nothing I can do right now. If I pop those things, that's loud. Nothing I can do.
Okay. Let me double check some stuff. The guy does say that, sir, he did have a patient with him, and that's where Rorschach says, calls back and tells C to help clear Terminal D. And then
It is when you bump into me.
maybe.
Still, there's a lot of people.
And yeah, unfortunately this place is pretty locked down. You do see that some of the people start lining up near the doors and windows and stuff because it looked like the police were starting to move up. Alright, I've got one more thing to do. And but it starts with you.
Okay.
Then we can go back to Richard. And then that'll be it for tonight.
Oh, shit. You've already taken out people.
So you go to Luggage. Alright, as you start to make your way to the luggage storage area, you see a couple of those guys. Like,
How many? Perception?
yeah, do a perception.
10.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. There's
14.
two, and
There's
they're
two?
checking rooms. They haven't turned your way yet, but
How close am I from him? Is there a hallway? Maybe a room?
it's kind of an open room, but there's some crates and stuff. Some people have left some stuff out here, so you think that you could kind of sneak around and get into the luggage area.
How is Pike sneaking?
He's alright. He's better than you. Looks like anyway. He may not be better than you, but he looks better.
Alright, Pike. Go left to that one. I want you to go around the other one. Take them all about the same time, okay? Try to. With this, you just hang back.
Alright.
So now I need to try to roll for sneak.
Yep. Alright, he rolled good.
7 plus. What am I adding?
Dex stealth.
Dexterity is 1. Stealth is 4. So, mine?
Yeah, so 1 success. Alright, so I think you do manage to sneak up on them. Okay. They didn't roll higher than a 1. As far as actually, I don't even think they rolled a 1. Alright, so yeah, I think they're fine. Alright, so check that. Okay. As Pike goes up the edge, you see him grab, right?
Do I have to roll to do a grapple?
Yes. But as you go to sneak up on the guy. Alright, 1 second.
You get shot 7 times.
Alright, we'll say that you are odd. Pike is even. Alright. So, as you go to sneak up on him, this guy actually rolled good. He turns around and sees you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Pike's choking out the other guy with his own gun.
Okay.
Quick. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'd like to try to grab him.
Okay,
Try to
do it.
Alright, so where does
Strength roll.
strength of roll? Okay.
Yeah. Now.
7 plus 1. 7. Yep. So 14.
Alright, so you got him in the grapple. You're trying to control the gun, right?
I'm trying to get to where we usually use the example. Where I'm going like Roger playing military things where I can go like.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. Where's the?
Okay. So you got him in the grapple. He's gonna try to break out. What's your strength?
My strength is a 4.
Okay, he did not pass that. Alright. The other guy is slowly getting choked out. It is your turn again.
So it's the same thing again. Strength. Of roll.
Now you can actually overpower him if you wanted to, but you have to roll again.
So the same things I'm looking
Yeah.
for. 4 plus 7.
Yes. Alright, so basically, you can put him like on his knees now.
Okay.
If you want. You overpowered him. He's yeah, that's bad. Okay, so yeah, that's just basically. Yeah, at this point you have him. He's not rolling that good. Yeah, and then so you choke him out.
So could I have to roll to go ahead and finish it or no?
How do you want to do it?
Well, I want to rip his freaking neck and yeah.
You gonna break his neck?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to go
after
ahead and
after you The wad rolls is really hard for like breaking their neck, but I'll say you choke them out and then you do it wrong.
So I have to roll.
Well, just roll again just to make sure you hold on to them. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. All right, and then you snap his neck. All right. The lug you just killed a guy. All right. There's a couple guns now. But there's a bunch of dudes, so I mean, if you have a gun, that's cool.
I don't know about Pike, but I definitely want to go ahead. I don't know if there's anything I have to roll.
Do you have firearms?
A 1.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
It's better than negative, and a gun causes it.
Alright, so I'll take the gun.
All right. If you take the gun, Pike will take the gun, and the girl will.
Just hang back, I guess.
Yeah, she'll look.
I want me and
She'll
Pike
look in his
to
pocket.
take their uniform.
She will say that. All right.
All
All right. So you do that. Are you gonna search all the stuff?
Yeah.
As you search the stuff, you actually find in the backpack one bomb, it's not been armed, and you also see a device that has a few buttons on it. You might be it might be to arm it might be for something completely different. You don't know. You also see in the duffel bag they have a couple different pairs of clothes, and it looks like personnel clothes.
Did we happen to bring the radio with us? The girl that she killed on.
She still has the walkie.
Is there any chance I can still have it?
They have a couple knives and like a pen light and stuff on them too.
I want to bring the pens and knives.
Pen light, like a little light.
I don't want to worry about civilian clothes unless she wants to change. I don't really see any point of doing anything because I'm wanting to wear the tactical gear.
Do a memory check real quick.
What does that refer to?
I believe that was I got stamina roll.
3 and
yeah, it's like a stamina and something.
well, I rolled a 9.
Oh, okay. You remember at one point, not too long ago, that you saw 2 of these guards undressing someone else and then putting one of these pairs of clothes on. And you find it kind of weird that they all have these pairs of clothes.
That's true.
Also on memory, rolling. Just like an yeah, you're fine. You realize, thinking back on it, that the clothes that you saw them put in the backpack were black, and it looked almost like, you can't be for sure, but it almost looked like the clothes that they're wearing now. They put back in the duffel bag. So the clothes they pulled off that person may have been black.
So
it looked like it was their clothes. All right, so you're all dressed up. All right. All right.
One last thing is, any chance I can get her to try to get that urgency to work, let the cops know that we're disguised? Or?
Yeah, she can try. It's a little wonky over here, but she does manage to, after a little bit, get a hold, and in between signals, like in between it messing up, she does say something. It may get sounds like something like a response, but I can't quite get it.
Okay.
And then there's the luggage door. Hadn't been checked yet. That, at least that you could tell, they hadn't checked that room yet.
Maybe you better go check that out.
Okay. As you open, you start to see that it's actually a long hallway, but it's kind of like that floor, like kind of more of a metal. And it's really long, but it has like some, you can see that has like, if you do like a quick perception.
6 plus 4.
Okay, you see wheel marks and stuff, so you can see that they wheel stuff up and down here all the time. What do you do?
Or any hallways. Any hallways with doors.
One way down the way, but it looks like it's a pretty decent sized door.
Something like 15, 20 feet, like 30 feet away. Or how far?
Oh yeah, it's a decent way, but it's probably at most.
Do the guns have a chance to put silencer on them?
If you looked in their bag, you did see that they had silencers. You're wondering why they didn't put them on, but they have them. They have one.
I'd like to make sure that they're on silent first, and then make our way down the hallway.
Okay. As you go down the hallway, it is making a little bit of noise because of the floor, but it's nothing. And then you come up to the door. It sounds like you can hear like fan and stuff in there. Open the door.
Open the door.
Okay. Definitely luggage storage. I mean, it's a big area. There's a lot of stuff in here. You see you do see a door down the way. So.
Okay. Can I do a perception, see if there's anything else in the area?
I mean, it's a shit ton of luggage. Yeah. Go ahead.
0 or 10, I guess.
You would, as you look around, you start to see that this is a ton of luggage, and you probably, if you wanted to steal shit, you could get away with. In Dungeons and Dragons, this is what is considered a loot drop. Although you did get a good loot drop just now, grabbing their gear. Yeah.
Wouldn't really fit my character if he was a charitable type, though.
No, he probably wouldn't.
So I'm not going to, but if I don't know how Pike is on his personality, if he's going to, or the girl, but I'm not going to.
No. Okay. And there's another door, and on the thing it says luggage, transport, and E.
Guess I'll head to E then.
Okay. As you go, you go down. It has the same thing. It looks like it's like wheels and stuff. It's another long hallway. You go down it, and there's another door down at the way. As you walk down, it says Terminal E, employee access, public access.
I want to check to see if the employee access is locked.
Oh, it's just one door, but it says you can get. It's basically like that's what you can do. So you open the door. Okay. As you open the door, there's a short hallway, and there's stairs that go up. And on this side, it says public access. On this side, there's little short stairs that go up. It says employee access, but it says E on both sides. You go up to E.
They're both kind of the same thing, aren't they?
Sort of.
Is there like any like a perception in the area?
You hear what sound like. What do you think? This sounds like people moving around out there. It doesn't sound like there's people freaking out or anything, so that's good. You don't hear that hushed silence.
I want to go towards that noise then.
Okay. As you go up, you open the door. Check where this is. As you go in, it's kind of like you walk in, and you got this weird tingle on the back of your neck, like you hear people milling around. There's no talking, but
man, all right.
But you and as you look through one of the the door to go actually into the public access, there's a door down there, stairs and stuff. As you look through, you see bodies everywhere, like laying down. But you also see someone grabbing somebody and biting into a skull, and just tears a big chunk out, and then just splatters. And then one stands up. It's like weird, kind of like.
Yeah.
And then looks and goes, "Ah!" and runs. And then you see a few more bodies stand up.
The door's shut, right?
It's shut. And then you see that running at you, and then you see others start running at you, and then a few other bodies pop up. At that point, the girl starts freaking out, turns around, runs back the way she came. Pike's like, holy shit. And he grabs you and it's like, we need to go.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Which terminal is it?
E.
Wasn't I just in there?
No, you were
in
at D. Yeah, I found the horde. Yeah.
Found the reason why people were there. Why there was no.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're running back.
Okay. Running back the way you came?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so run down the long hallway.
Close
Pike,
any
at least.
doors
Yeah.
that I can close.
Alright.
I'm not worried about noise anymore.
Alright, so you run, go, and then y'all, the girl trips at one point, Pike picks her back up, it's fine, through the luggage cart area. Go back through the other long hallway. At this point, and you run back through, the grunt, you killed one. The other one, Pike just...
Oh, he didn't kill it.
No. That guy starts to get up. But Pike just says, run to the guy, and fucking takes off. And if y'all want to keep going, it's up to you.
Can I be a dick and just punch him and run?
You
Like
could.
a run and punch?
You could.
Or they've got something to feast on while we leave? Don't judge me.
Did she also come from D?
She came from E.
She was just there?
She was there a few minutes ago.
But she doesn't...
Like, at this point, it would have been 30 minutes ago. She was hiding. But,
she doesn't seem all sick or whatever.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, she didn't say anything. And she's freaking out, so.
yeah.
She didn't know about it.
Okay, so that you punch the guy.
I don't have to roll or...
Roll for that.
I wanna
Well,
try
I
not to,
mean,
like, run and punching him.
you can do that.
Fuck him
I don't give a shit. I'm just basically streamlining this right now. Okay, so as you run,
out. Clothesline him. Don't do that.
So what do? You run back. You run back the way you came. It's getting to the point where you saw that exit and it was all locked up. You're also getting to the point where you knew those two guys were coming back and where all those guys are. But you're also dressed up as grunts.
Yeah.
Now you do have a woman with you, but
Yeah, the only thing is if they run into seeing me with her holding that broom.
you have a gun. You could drop the broom. It's up to you. You want to drop the broom, you can drop the broom, but or you could, if you were one of them, you could tell them you saw something.
Yeah. Okay. So she can hold on to it. I want to make my way back to D. Because E, we've already kind of searched. Well, I don't know if there's any exits at D. It hasn't exactly been searched.
A. You actually didn't go through D.
Yeah, you went from A, directly from A to
Yeah, it goes A, B, C, D.
Okay, so I have to go back to the big hall. Okay, back to A.
Okay, so you're running back into the big area.
Mm-hmm.
As you run back, you see the two guys that you saw earlier that shot that guy. They stop you. They're like, "Did you? Oh, you found a straggler? Talking about her.
Yeah. We found a straggler, and
Dude, well, don't worry about that, Pike. He's like, there's a bunch of, I don't know, zombies coming. And they go, zombies? Are you sure?
I don't know what the fuck they were, but they're not normal anymore. One of them was eating someone's skull.
Oh. That's weird you call them zombies. Okay.
Well, they definitely aren't human anymore.
Well, no, let's go. We need to tell the boss. Alright. Y'all run in, back to where you came, and boom, we're back to it.
And someone's still over there by his lonesome.
Mm-hmm. And it won't find out till tomorrow. Or later. I actually don't have much left, honestly. I think this is it.
Yeah, we should only come with one.
At this point, unfortunately, because y'all had to sit and talk, y'all start hearing banging at this point. And it sounds close, like they had gotten through the hallways. You start hearing banging. And on that, not y'all, not the woman, but the other two, if you're still looking at them, while you're running, because they are keeping pace with you, they kind of turn around and then they start back. They're doing that whole back thing, and they draw their guns. And one of them pulls up the radio, and he goes, no, not yet. And it's at that point they start hearing this raspy, and one of them actually comes into vision, to sight. Let me see. I actually should have showed you this earlier. Well, you especially, Justin, not so much.
Well, that's because I saw more than that one.
Well, he saw them also when they hadn't just got up. All right.
Okay.
All right, so you see something that looks like that. That one. All right, and so that's to the point where he goes, "Sir, we have contact. We believe Terminal E has been compromised. Sir, we need backup now." And you hear that, Richard. And that's where Rorschach goes. Royce grabs him in and go. We're going to Plan B. And Royce actually takes most of the people. Takes a few people, and he goes. He turns back and says, "Sir, we need to warn Group D. Go ahead." And Royce calls it in. You actually hear, just as an end, you actually hear all in that with the bite. You see the zombie, while the guy's struggling, bites into his neck, and this guy that you've been trying to help, and you hear over the radio, "Sir, we have contact," and then you hear the D, "We're coming to help," and yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, there was unfortunately I wasn't able to finish the whole thing I was doing, but I got.
Luckily, I have enough knowledge to know that this is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish, but I got some of it done.